Hello, we are back for a second try. I guess a version 2, not actually a part 2. So happy Monday, Falcon fans, and don't be down. Remember, every Monday gets us closer to Sunday football. We are Chuck Smith days away until Falcons kickoff. That's 90 for you young timers that don't know who our boy Chuck Smith is. So much happened since our last Thursday evening report. Of course, by Friday morning, I don't have anything. Now, the weekend has exploded with news. So, you ready to hear some Falcon talk? It's with mixed emotion that I report the next couple of items. The NFC Championship rings came out last weekend, or last week actually, and they were showing them off. All the guys showing them off, the bling. They're huge, they're cool, they're awesome. So, check out everybody on Twitter and the gram. They are gorgeous. The Falcon logo on top, the NFC Championship, and year on one side, the name and player's number on the other. And I'm not saying I wouldn't wear one if you put a FalconAlley and a maybe 24 on it. And I was super happy for everybody, but I just wish we were getting, the next ring up. So it's kind of brought back some memories from that final game of the season. And also thinking about all the guys that are gone that I guess we UPS the rings to them. I don't know how, exactly how that works. But just so Eric Weems, Paul Warlow, of course, Patrick DeMarco, and some others that, like I said, aren't there getting the rings all together. But everybody got one, so that's exciting. And, we're that far away from the next one. So, hey, why don't we want an NFC Championship ring, then get the next ones? Like, you got to have both hands, right? Also of note, a date has been set for the implosion of the Georgia Dome, which is also very sad. It's super exciting that we've got the bins opening up. I don't know what we've decided we're going to call it yet, but super exciting that that's coming open. But that, of course, means the end of the Georgia Dome, where we've had so many memories. And the championship games, different, momentous games and everything. The most momentous kind of one to me was my first ever NFL game with my dad. He knew some people that had some tickets, and we went down for the first season that the Falcons were actually in the Georgia Dome. So that's, kind of huge to me. He doesn't go to a lot of NFL games. He's not a big crowd person. But it meant a lot for him to take me. Obviously, he's doing it for me and for us to go and do all that. So it's really sad to see that Georgia Dome coming down. That is set for November the 20th, the Monday before Thanksgiving. So I guess we'll be able to see it the week before that for a home game. So be on the lookout for that, everybody. On the practice side, Debo and Duke, who are both linebackers, right? They are going head-to-head, pushing each other, going against each other last week. So that can only make them both better. Talking about iron sharpening iron, that's really what they mean, right? And Turbo has been in the gym working out like crazy all weekend. And Devontae said of practice, I focus on mine, yours don't matter. That's so true, Free. You do what you can do, make yourself 1% better, and it doesn't matter what these other yahoos are on the other side are doing, because we're just going to run through them. Duke, after fishing with the Wounded Warriors last week, it's bigger than me. I love the heart of this team and these guys that are already embracing that. Duke, Takk, got a good Takk story too. He is getting an official day, July the 15th, in the city of Richmond. As a graduate of Kennedy High School, he was there praising those graduates from the 2017 classes the past week. And he already knows about giving back. He said, it's always been about the community. It's bigger than football. What a class act. He has selected forrichmond.org as his official nonprofit to support. So check them out. And especially if you're out there on the West Coast, great organization to support. Many other Falcons were active in the community recently, Atlanta's or in their former homes. Nick Williams, Ben Garland, Derek Coleman, some of the Falcons cheerleaders, and of course Freddie, joined Veterans for Mission Continue, where they were revamping a park last week. This is a week-long partnership between Mission Continue and the Falcons for community service on Atlanta's west side. So be on the lookout for more updates on that this week. Grady Jarrett was working with IMG Academy, coaching and speaking with some of the top high school players in the country. And Vic Beasley partnered with FCA over the weekend for a basketball tournament. He thanked all those that competed, contributed, and included thanking everyone behind the scenes that make these kind of events happen. And that's really a huge thing, because you don't know what it takes to make all these events happen, and to get a call out like that is really awesome. Gabriel has a joint football camp coming up on the 17th for youth awareness in the football arena. And Justin Hardy posted more about his camp from the previous week up at ECU. He remembers he attended such camps and appreciated the advice and leadership and was glad to be able to participate and give back and help those young kids. Warwick Dunn is up at Eastlake today with Falcons, other NFLers, and some Hawks and many other celebrities golfing and raising funds and awareness for his Warwick Dunn charities. Fun in the weekend news, Devontae went home to Miami for a family celebration and looks like they had a huge time seeing a ton of different friends and family and just was really bringing it out. So that was awesome. Sanu and Who were in the Bahamas living it up, playing with the sharks and swimming with pigs. What? It's Sanu. You're starting to kind of assume this kind of crazy fun. They were actually pretty cautious around the sharks. It was obviously a pool where they're specifically there, not out swimming in the middle of the ocean with sharks. But they were still very cautious and keep those precious hands protected. But they also were out swimming with the pigs, which is apparently a thing because I've seen it some other places recently. It looks like they really had a great relaxing weekend. And really, you're seeing that real brotherhood of you're going on vacations together, kind of hanging together, giving each other a hard time back on at the Flowery Branch. Not just working out together, but really, bonding together. Rocco and Rico, because I like saying that, both spent quality time with their sons over the weekend, who they're super adorable. I love following them on Instagram and seeing those little fellas and seeing how much love they have for their little ones and time that they get to spend with them. Also, as a throwback Falcon, if you want to watch Harry Douglas, he has the most adorable little girl and she gets into so much. She's only, I think, a year and a half old or something now. I know she's not 2. But she is super adorable and he adores her, and they're also a fun, great father-daughter to watch. Meanwhile, Duke is scouting around town, showing off the ATL to his mom, sister, and his little boy. And Rocky also attended the Braves game last week, sporting a Braves number 23 offered jersey and a huge tomahawk. I guess he was leading the chop. The big activities over the weekend, Sean Witherspoon now has a Mrs. Spoon, had a beautiful wedding. I know I saw Devondre Campbell and Brian Poole in attendance, as well as a Falcon reunion, which made me really happy to see a lot of these guys. I know so far I was able to capture Deku, Dante Robinson, Quiz, and Roddy. Is that why I'm wearing my Roddy jersey? Because he was at a wedding over the weekend? Nope. Like I said, I'm sure everybody knows, but I just got to shout it out. My beloved Roddy and Michael Vick will officially retire from the NFL as Atlanta Falcons today at 1:30. So I know it's close to that time. If you have time, flip on over to the Falcons Facebook page. You're going to live stream that ceremony, and Brian Finneran is going to, I believe, announce Roddy, call Roddy out, maybe speak some. So that's awesome. I'm not sure who's introducing Michael Vick, but I'm sure it's going to be somebody great as well. Like I said, the Falcons will be live streaming that on Facebook at 1:30. That video, of course, will be up to view later. I'm going to have coverage of that, as well as a Roddy article that is almost nearly complete now, but wanted to have some input from the event today. So be sure to check that out on NFL Female later this week, and of course I'll be tweeting that and letting you guys know here. Also, check out NFL Female for news about all the other teams and some gear. We have some great NFL Female gear for everyone, and I even got to be in the model advertisement from Twitter and Instagram this weekend, so that was pretty awesome. But definitely check that out, and as always, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to stay in the fast lane and set your Twitter and Periscope notifications so you don't miss an episode on FASN. Forever Rise Up, Falcon Alley out.